Shalawam, shalawam. Alright. To it, man. First and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, and Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth, and Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves in this truth. You know, under the weather a little bit lately, but hey, it's all good, you know what I'm saying? So, it's gonna be an open forum, right? Also answering any type of questions. You know, I wanted to do a lesson on this unruly woman walking around Walmart basically trying to teach. Alright, you know, but plans didn't work out. Had to go to the plantation, so at the plantation right now waiting to get in, waiting for testing to stop. So probably got maybe an hour or so, you know. But hey, we get to it, man. We get to it, do what we can do with the time that we are allowed. Alright. Shalawam, shalawam. So, wanna go get a scripture that came to mind. Just about, you know, undergoing illnesses and elements, man. 2 Timothy 4:2. Preach the word, be instant, in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. It's to endure, as the brother Nakaf had brought up yesterday on the live, endure is to suffer. We are obtaining this glory through suffering, right? By being down here. So get used to it. Get used to going through trials and tribulations. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus, 2nd chapter. Right? Because if you ain't with it, hey man, the Lord don't want no weak soldiers. Okay? He's not dealing with nobody weak. You're not gonna make it into the kingdom being weak, bro. Alright? So you gotta go hard. These are the conditions of the battle. It's a hard fight. Ecclesiasticus 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So we gonna constantly suffer in different type of ways. Like I'm saying, I'm under the weather, dealing with something, but hey, whatever. You know, whatever. We gonna constantly go through it. Alright? The thing is, like, man, you gotta go through it regardless. So you might as well serve the Lord. You might as well do what you're supposed to do, man. By serving Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, by putting in works. Alright? So, sick, down, whatever. You know, whatever is attacking you. Right? Constantly serve Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And Shalawam to brother Kakuma, I see him up in here. Shalawam to the brother Tyler. Alright? So set thy heart aright. That's your mind. And constantly endure. Once again, endure is to suffer. So constantly suffer. And make not haste in time of trouble. Now you use wisdom to avoid situations. Right? Red flags. Don't go here, don't go there. Don't put yourself in this situation. Okay? You use wisdom to know what to do that. And you get better as you grow as an individual, as you grow in this truth, as you grow as a person. And, you know, just that's using wisdom. Right? So you're not looking for trouble. We never looking for trouble. Okay? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to give us enough trials and tribulations. He's going to reward you all of that. But he's doing that so on the other end, because he's a balanced power, on the other end, you get what? You get those rewards of good. So he had you go through this so you could come up for that. Right? That's why I never look at it like, don't hate it or whatever it may be. Salaki. So it's about that long suffering. Okay? For the time, this is 2 Timothy 4 and 3, and I'm going to be jumping back from both of these chapters. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. You know, men that don't even supposed to be teaching, man. Men that have no understanding, they have no proper doctrine. They teach of their flesh. So if you learning from dudes that teach of their flesh, what are you gonna be seeking after? The flesh. Because these are really, it's just straight demons. That's what we call them, demons. That's coming with a demonic ass doctrine. They could use the word all they want, but they still will be off. From the brother Kakuma 1 Corinthians 2 and 9. But as it is written, I have not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which Yahawah have prepared for them that love him. You know, and that right there that's giving you something to wonder about. That it's all this stuff out here promised to you that you shall inherit. And you don't even, man, we can speculate, but we don't even know. Because it's going to be so much. I look at what Esau has right now. Like Esau might have a yacht, and that yacht might come with a chef, come with all the type of food that you want to eat on that thing. They could survive on that thing for weeks, months. You know, they go out here. It's got the compartments. It's got the TVs, the PlayStations, the Xboxes, trampolines, basketball courts. Some of these yachts be decked the fuck out, man. You know, you got to think about that and be like, well, if Esau got that, man, we're going to have 10 times that, 100 times better than that, you know? So think about the highest level of Esau's kingdom, and that can't even scrape the lowest Jake in our kingdom. A 2/3 in our kingdom is going to have, you know, far more than what Esau had in this kingdom. So that's something to think about. So you got, you know, speculate on what we're going to have in the kingdom. Yeah, we're going to have chariots. Yeah, we're going to have 1,000 seeds. Yeah, we're going to have hundreds of wives. Yeah, we're going to have land. We're going to have resources. But we're going to have so much more than that. Forget all of that. We're going to have this truth instilled in us, in our heart, in our mind. And that right there is priceless. All right? Brother said, all the good brothers imagine pale in comparison to what Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has for us. Yeah. Pales in comparison. Yeah. So whatever we thinking and we wanting, man, it's far more for us. Yahawah looking at us like, you thinking small. I got so much more for you than you know. So much more for you than you know. You know? And think about it. We know we in the right spirit, in the right mind, in the right, you know, mindset. Because, look, it's 2 people in here. You know, if that. And I go to that, I just was going through a live and they just talking bullshit. There's no order in there. And it's like 20, 30 people in there, you know? Because people like rebellion. People like chaos. People like disorder, right? But Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is men and women. They like order. They like structure. They like to hear the word. They like to hear the proper things. Exactly. They want entertainment. So they over there, they not over there for the word. They over there because these dudes is going back and forth with each other, arguing and bickering and just being foolish, going back and forth over doctrine. Yeah, it's only one truth. In here, we ain't got no conflict with our doctrine. All right, we go through the scriptures. If the scriptures say that, then that's what it is. All right, we ain't here for your entertainment. You know, if people looking for that, then they could step. All right, 1 Corinthians 2 and 10. But Yahawah hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit, for the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of Yahawah. And that's what I always told about brothers. I told them I had a dream about the chariot. That's something Yahawah revealed to me via the Spirit. These dreams are coming via the Spirit. Yahawah is connecting with us via the Spirit. So he showed me that in a dream, you know, flying through a chariot and not having to touch anything, controlling everything with my mind, telepathically. So I can come back and relay it through a lesson to be like, yo, I was in a chariot and it was like this and it was like that, right? And that's something that, and really in the dream, it felt extremely real, you know? But these things are relayed through the spirit. Brothers get dreams all the time. So it's like he trying to give us hints, bits and pieces, and that ain't even half, that ain't even 1/8, 1/16 of what we gonna feel. That's just one part of that. We gonna be able to get on the chariot every single day and actually leave the atmosphere. Esau can't leave the atmosphere, man. Right? They can just talk about it. You know, going back to Sirach, like I said, I'm gonna be bouncing. Sirach, 2nd chapter, and verse 3. Well, actually, verse 2 again. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So, once again, Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi wants strong men. He don't want you to be fickle. That means you folding and you cracking at every type of pressure. Okay? You got to be strong. You got to be able to hold it up. You got to be able to walk through that fire. You can't melt and break down, you know. You got to get it together and hold it together. Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi not dealing with you if you just cracking and breaking over, boom, 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 my wife left me. Oh, no. Right? Or whatever it be, man. We gon' feel it. We gon' feel it, but we have to endure, which is to suffer. All right? Verse 3, cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. So, going back to that, Timothy, you ain't gonna, just because you in trouble, you ain't gonna go to them itching ears. All right? Verse 3, 2 Timothy 4:3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. Because you breaking down, so now you going with your flesh, and you thinking that your flesh it knows better. You thinking that you need to do this and you need to do that, and you just falling because your spirit, you was never there really. All right? You was never where you needed to be. So you fell and you cracked. And an example of that is, let's say it was me and another brother, and this brother, we both got offered $1 million, but you got to do some despicable stuff for that $1 million. I turned it down, but this brother takes it. He didn't want to stay with the truth. He didn't want to move right and move correct. That chance, that money came, he'll tell himself in the mind, oh, Yahawah's sending this. Yahawah ain't sending that. It's a test. You know what you had to do to get that $1 million and to keep that $1 million. So, you know that's against the law. So, you just basically, you going over to the flesh because your flesh want that money and you want to be set up for a temporary gain, man, at this point in time. All right, Shalawam up. Verse 4, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, right? And shall be turned unto fables. So, like that person telling himself in his mind, Yahawah sent this $1 million to me, even though you know you got to break the law to keep that $1 million. You turning yourself unto fables. You turning away from the truth. Yahawah, where is it ever that he said you was going to be rich in this world? The truth is given to the poor of this world, the meek, the humble. So you're not supposed to be rich, man. Okay? I don't care if you're making $200,000, $300,000 a year. That's not rich. You still poor. Compared to Esau, Edom, that make billions and billions a year. All right? Taxes is going to eat that shit up. Okay? So this system is set up for unless you like the super rich, you down. You know? At the end of the day. Verse 5, but watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof. Shit, I don't know what just happened. Y'all can hear me? We all good? Let me unplug from this. But anyway, we got to make full proof of this ministry. So we ain't trying to prove it to no bug outs. That's why I said, whoever in here, hey, those brothers are going to bear witness and they going to push this same doctrine, push that same understanding. So we going to prove it to whoever it resonates with. We not just proving it to anybody, man. All right, the water up. So we, like I'm saying, like the brother Kakama said earlier, this is not for entertainment, okay? We ain't just getting on here to entertain, okay? Man, look, I got I'm pulled up at the plantation. If I wanted to, I could take a nap and just chill before going in, you know. But hey, I got some time, so I'm gonna hit the button, and I'm gonna try to feed the sheep, whoever gonna listen, right? Because that's how we supposed to do, daily edifying, daily exhorting. And by proving it, by bringing out the scriptures, by living it, by going through things, by making testimonies, saying what we went through, saying what our people going through, right? We are proving the ministry. And whoever denies Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you a fool. Verse 6, for I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. That right there is the greatest. You walk and you know that you good. Paul had no doubt in his mind he was good with Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. He had no doubt in his mind. Okay? Yeah, the Romans and a lot of people hated him. Okay, so what? They not with the Lord. But the people that's with Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, they loved him. They held him up as an angel. Okay? They said he was a messenger of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So verse 8, henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. So standing in boldness and all confidence that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to deal with us, you know. And yeah, we the hopeful elect. But it's like, yo, we doing what we supposed to do. You got in the back of your mind, man, I'm going to be good. As long as the Lord don't take away the spirit from me, I'm going to be good. But you don't get in no cocky mindset. Like, oh, I know I'm good. No, you just like, I'm going to be good, right? I got faith, and that's faith, right? You holding on. You believing that, hey, the Lord got me through this. He going to get me through this. It'd be a demon that, like, the Lord may put you through something and you'll be like, damn, is the Lord not dealing with me no more? But no, he may be doing that to even strengthen your relationship with him, man. Okay? So, and that's what I'm talking about with not being iffy and not being fickle and not being soft. You gotta be able to endure, to suffer, and stop doubting Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Do not doubt the Lord. If you trust and believe in him, trust me, he gonna deal with you. He gonna take care of you, you know? Now, hey, sometimes we gotta be chastised. Hey, it's great that we be chastised. It's great that we be brought low to be brought up, all right? You know, and that's, man, I love when the Lord deals with us, man. And and if we pass those tests, then don't you think the Lord is smiling down on you? Bro, you passed the test. He sent you through this and you passed that test. I'm going to get you brothers precepts, right? So it's a beautiful thing to actually think. And that's how Paul was feeling. Because Paul was like, hey, I did my part. You know, I did my part. I did what I was supposed to do. I stood boldly. I'm ready. I'm ready to go offer up my life. I'm good. He felt in his heart, in his mind, that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi was looking down, smiling on him, and knowing that he did what he was supposed to do, that the Lord is going to do what he was supposed to do, right? And that's that connection. So you do what you're supposed to do. Trust me, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi going to do what he said he was going to do, all right? He's not like a man. You worked all day, but he's not going to pay you. No. If you worked your whole life, you did what you're supposed to do, works and faith, you are going to get paid. Okay? You have a reward. You built up your treasures in heaven. You gonna get those treasures back. And you go in Jacob's trouble, you gonna be able to make withdrawals and be taken care of. Because you put that work in beforehand. Yahawah ain't gonna forget about that. He ain't like these crooked ass banks. The bank closed down, now you can't get your money and shit like that. No, man. He's not like a man. Alright, James 2 and 5, I'm gonna get all the brothers' precepts. Hearken, my beloved brethren. And brethren means men and women when it's talking about brethren. Alright? Hearken, my beloved brethren, hath not power chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and the heirs of the kingdom, which he hath promised to them that love him, poor this world, rich in faith. So what's our currency? Currency is, what they're using at the current moment as a form of payment. What's the ultimate currency? Faith. That right there is demon brothers being 144,000 and 1/3 and 2/3. 2/3 have no faith, right? But 1/3 and 144,000, they have the most faith. You know what I'm saying? So that currency is major, and that currency is major, man. Just understanding that. Okay. Keeping it going. 1 Corinthians 14:3. And you want to be dealing with that currency. You don't want to be dealing. Yeah, money is a defense, but wisdom is the key thing. 1 Corinthians 14:3. But he that prophesieth speaketh unto men to edification and exhortation and comfort. And let's get a precept to that. All right. This is Elder Apostle Gabar this is what his name is. Hebrews 3:13. But exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. So daily edification. I love watching the elder, man, because daily he's reminding you to try to do this daily. Try to exhort daily. Bro, I don't care if you that's why I started that precept page. Just so you could go over there and easily find precepts on this, find precepts on that, precepts on this, precepts on that, right? And it's easy. Cause I be forgetting certain precepts. So I'm trying, and it's sharpening me every day. Finding precepts on different subjects and just posting it up for brothers. I try to do 3 a day. And what is that? That's daily exhorting, to go over there and just peep that, right? Or do a lesson every single day, or whatever it may be. It's different ways to exhort. It's different ways to edify, all right? So it's different ways to do all of this. But as long as you working every single day, don't let a day go by without thanking Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Boy, if a day go by and you didn't pray, hey, you off. You off right now, all right? You gotta pray every single day, man. When you wake up, pray. Before you go to sleep, pray. All throughout the day, pray. You know what I'm saying? When you get in the car, pray. When you get to your destination, pray. When you leave your destination, pray. When you make it back home, pray. All right? Man, every time my wife make it to work, I say, Tawada Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. I make it to work. Tawada Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Right? I try to make that a habit. So you want to be in constant communication with the Lord, right? Constant communication. And that's why you watch lessons, because Yahawah is communicating with those brothers to bring this out. So they're in communication with the Lord, and that's going to touch you. It's going to touch your spirit. It's going to build you up, right? 2 Corinthians 5:11. And yeah, you have a balance. Yeah, we chill, play the game, relax. All right, I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl tomorrow. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't be over righteous. All right, but am I putting the Super Bowl and all of that over Yahawah? No. All right, I'm most likely gonna do a lesson in the morning, or whenever tomorrow. Always setting time out. So it's about being balanced. It's not about being over righteous where you over and over, but always having that balance. But praying that's simple. You in your mind praying constantly. That's what you could do. It say pray without ceasing. 2 Corinthians 5:11. Knowing therefore the terror of Yahawah, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto power, and our trust also are made manifest in your consciences. Exactly. And we not out here, you got to do this, you got to do that. No, we persuade men through the terror. So that's why, man, I love when the brother at GMS North Carolina, he always brings out in the news, right? And he shows how many people getting unalived in different types of ways. So that's through the terror of Yahawah. He's persuading men. You see people get unalived. Boy, I'm talking about, and I want to start a little segment talking about in the same sense of creative judgments. Yahawah He's doing far more creative judgments. The way people are perishing is just like, it's like written up. Like that was specially, and it is really, however somebody unalive, it's written up. It's designed for them. It's unique, you know, how the Lord takes people out. And it's based upon how wicked they ass was. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Shoot, a righteous brother, he might let a righteous brother go on his sleep. You was a good brother, you was a righteous man, let you just go on your sleep. Go some type of peaceful way. I can't gotta go no groonish, grievous way. You know what I'm saying? But brother might go on his sleep or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But wicked ass people, bro, they getting that creativity. Yahawah is showing us. Y'all, all right, I got some artwork for your ass. You know what I'm saying? So, by bringing those things out, we showing you the terror of Yahawah. All right? He's known as the king of terrors, right? He's known as Alashadra, demon-like powers, right? So, you don't think he gonna be on your ass? You don't think he got some stuff, shoot, far worse than Saw 1 through 5 or whatever, however many Saw movies they made, however many Jason movies they made, Freddy movies they made, Halloween, whatever. None of that mess can compare, okay, to what Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi has in store for those that hate him. All right? Habakkuk 3 and 2. And it's beautiful. The world to look at it like, why are you saying it's beautiful how these people be perishing? It's judgment. It's judgment. You know? Shoot, it's going to be a beautiful thing to see the nukes. All right? Yeah, it's going to be many people perishing. But guess what? That means we're moving into a greater kingdom. Everybody that perished that I knew, you know, family members, etc., I'm going to see them again, and I'm going to see them in righteousness. That's the beauty part of it. Right? So it's like, man, I got to see you go so I can see you grow. Sometimes you got to let somebody go so they can grow, you know? Cause what I'm trying to tell you the word and you just don't want to hear it. So you got to go the other way. You got to feel it by pain after death, you know, according to 2nd Esdras. So you got to feel it. It ain't no other way. Ain't no other way. Cause I see the Yahawah done put that on you. All right, Habakkuk 3 and 2. O Yahawah, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. O Yahawah, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known. In wrath, remember mercy. All right, and that's important. I have heard thy speech and was afraid. So Habakkuk was what? Persuaded by the terrors of Yahawah. Heard thy speech and was afraid. You think about the works that Yahawah has done. Just his works, man. Period. And like the flood. That right there should put fear in your heart, but you don't believe it. If you don't got faith and actually believe in the flood, then you ain't gonna have that fear. But hey, many civilizations know that flood happened. Okay? So just like that. Like World War, the first woe and the second woe. That right there. Or when he unalived 70,000 over there in the so-called Middle East, you know, just on a random Tuesday, I think. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. He just did it like that. All right? These judgments are ordained by the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? Man, stuff be happening out here. I remember it was like this person on the... This happened, I think, last year or 2 years ago. And it was a lot of judgments going on out here, but it was on the freaking 405. These people was driving, and it was like a road rage incident. And then the person in the other car had a blink on him, right? And he shot into the other car and unalived the little kid in the back seat. You know, was trying to hit the driver, I guess, but it hit the kid. Now, what is that? That's judgment, right? Yahawah does not discriminate on who he's going to take out, right? So that's judgment. That kid was deemed to get judged that way, right? So, hey, we persuade men through the terror of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Khan, brother said, pray means to beg. Hey, and that, right, we going to zoom in on those words. Pray and endure. So we pray, that's to beg. Endure, that's to suffer. These are humble traits These are traits of the meek, to suffer and to beg. Okay? You don't feel like you're in a position where you got it all. No, you need to beg. You need to pray. You need to ask. And you need to suffer. We are enduring, right? We constantly asking Yahawah Bahasham. Man, I tell you, every night I pray for more wisdom, more understanding. I pray for Yahawah to guide my steps, right? The correct way, and to keep me in the correct way. And I'm begging him, because I do it every night. So I'm begging him to basically keep the spirit with me, right? And that's a humble situation, because it's understanding that it could leave us anytime. We seen brothers fall out, man. Man, I seen this one brother, Brother Kawam can attest to this. That brother, what's that brother name, man? Jordan? You remember that brother? Brother had precepts on deck. Constant, right? And he was dealing with us when I used to be on Facebook with the brothers. Right? And he just, like, it was something, and we had tried to correct him on something. I don't even remember the whole situation no more, but we was trying to correct the brother on something, and he got really mad about it. And then he kind of fell out with us. And then when the whole thing happened where, the whole thing with me and Matazaba, we good and all that. But that brother rose up and was saying bullshit about me because he still had some hate in his heart. I'm talking about the brother Jordan, right? So he was looking for that light to come in. And I'm like, this brother holding a grudge. That's in the scriptures, not to hold a grudge. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, in my mind, I'm like, man, the spirit, Yahawah basically took the spirit from this brother. All right? The brother GMS, to learn the power in Wisconsin camp, told that brother, he used to talk to the brother. He told the brother, man, you got to try to keep the Pasuk. Because this brother Jordan was in the truth. He been in the truth 2-3 years at this point, man. You know? So we see the Lord take the spirit off of certain brothers. And to the point where he ain't about to give it back to him. Because that brother got understanding. He know the precepts. He know the doctrine. He watched the elders. Right? You know? Brother Kawan said, let me see. His name was Tribe of Gad on YouTube. Right? And let me get this brother precept. Aharon Bam Lawaya Shalawam. Proverbs 9 and 10. The fear of Yahawah is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Khan. So you got to fear Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, even to possess wisdom. Right? And that's what I tell any young brother coming, anybody, man. Right? Make wisdom your wife. Forget these women, these bald-headed women out here, man. Right? Make wisdom your wife. Okay? That right there. And that's really fearing Yahawah. That's what you got to do. First and foremost is make wisdom your wife. All right? Proverbs 28 and 5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek Yahawah understand all things. And that's going back to the unction to know all things. You having that understanding, that anointing, right? You being anointed spiritually to understand all things. So therefore, once you start getting that wisdom and through that fear, then you're going to start understanding this and start understanding that. Bro, when I was a kid, I used to wonder, how was the pyramids built? Well, understanding now, you can find that in the book of Maccabees. Okay? It was through Joseph, showing them Egyptians how to do all of that. All right? Using slaves and things of that nature. So that right there is I'm getting things that I used to wonder about in the world, and I'm understanding it now via the truth by reading the scriptures. So that's coming from fearing Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. All right, at the end of the day. In 1 second, I gotta take this sweater off because it's getting hot. All right, so it's like, yo, you want to know something? Ask Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right? Well, ask brothers. Brothers may already know. You know? That's why I try to do Q&As. Things like of that nature. Right? And then, man, Yahawah may show it to you on YouTube, or a brother may do a lesson on something. Bro, I promise you, it's been times where I wanted to know something and a brother would do a lesson on it, just out of nowhere. Or he may say it in the lesson, right? So that be the spirit, really. That be the spirit. Sometimes brothers do lessons and you feel like those lessons is talking directly to you. And you might not even know the brother, but that just be in the spirit. Psalms 119 and 120 from the brother Kakama. Well, that's Psalms 119, boy. My flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments. And that's an outlook that we got to have on Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, to be afraid. To be afraid, to fear him. You know? Man, I was driving the other day, coming home from work, like 12. I get off at midnight. And, man, it was like this bright light, like all the way on the right. It might have been like 2 cars or something, but it was super bright. And I was like, yo, and bro, I was like, man, if that was like a chariot and it shows up and it's just massive and bright, because it was like a blinding light. It had to be like some LEDs or something. You know how them LEDs is extra bright for no damn reason? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, in my mind, I was like, is that a chariot? Like, so we can't even imagine when the chariots pop up, really, and they just fill the sky. You know? That's going to be wild. And we going to fear. I feel like I'm going to be scared. Now we going to love it because we going to love the appearing of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. But also in that sense, it's like, yo, this is crazy, you know? Because they going to be massive. They going to be, you know, just like, this is what we've been waiting on the whole time. Going back to Exodus, when Yahawah used to appear, and it wasn't Yahawah, it was just chariots, right? Appearing and speaking from these chariots. All of Israel was scared. They was terrified of the Lord. So that's that condition. That's what we got to understand. Bruh, for you women, it's like, God is my husband. Jesus is my husband. Yahawashi. No, you off. It's not like that, okay? A man on this earth is supposed to be your husband, okay? And you're supposed to treat him like your Lord, your master. Serve him, right? Because Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to deal with him, and then he's going to deal with you. And if you dealing with, hey, if you was a good woman, a right woman, then Yahawah going to have a good man over you, you know? Because a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. And a righteous man, he's going to get a Proverbs 31 woman. So it's like what you put in the pot, man, you're going to get out. If you fear Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Lord willing, you're going to get a man that fears Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So that man is going to do right. He's going to take care of you. And the Lord is going to take care of him because he's taking care of both of y'all. Job 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where was the righteous cut off? Hey, anytime, man. All right, anytime, anybody could go. And that's, yeah, going back to the kid that got lit up in the back seat. It was that time. It was that time for that baby. We don't look at this stuff with sympathy and empathy like, damn, so you said, you have a wacky tacky, so you saying God be killing kids? Whoever perished, God took them out. Yahawah took them out. I hate this Western world, man. I promise you, when Esau is gone, shit is going to be realistic once again. It ain't going to be no more, I don't even know if we're going to have boxing in the kingdom or whatever, but, you know, a lot of that shit be rigged. We wouldn't have to watch Mike Tyson get his ass whooped on some fake shit. He could have knocked that little white boy, he could have beat that dude's ass, man. You know, but shit is rigged because this shit is not realistic. It's fake. The gladiator games is staged, and that's how it was in ancient Rome. All right? If brothers got time, look up Commodus, okay? He was in Gladiator, the first Gladiator movie. He really did that shit. He would stab gladiators and have them go in there leaking and fight them, and he would look amazing. But he was trash. You know, he was not that good, but he would always fight somebody with an advantage. So all of his fights was staged. And you know what happened to his ass? He got assassinated. You know what I'm saying? And let me go to the shade, because the sun beaming on me. But that fake shit is not, Yahawah ain't dealing with that fake shit, man. We need a real, it's gonna be real in the kingdom, man. All right. Revelations 14 and 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahawah and the faith of Yahawashi. And what's some of those commandments? Right? To go out on the highways and byways, to preach, to do works, to edit, to exhort daily, to teach, to help, to feed the sheep. That's a key commandment that Yahawashi gave us, to feed the sheep. These are commandments. And you doing these things via your faith. You are doing works by faith. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just have this truth and sit on it. That means you don't really believe in the truth if you're not pushing it. Yeah, Gad the Hebrew. Yeah, that dude, you know. I mean, I don't wish nothing on the brother. All right, but he gotta lose that grudge. You know what I'm saying? And he gotta lose that grudge. And if you a real brother, he should have accepted the rebuke that we gave him, and just, hey, moved on. Don't let your sins hold you down. Don't let your iniquities build up themselves. So it's like, yo, when you wrong, hey, take the shit, you know, examine thyself and get better. Because it's not, especially when it's like multiple brothers telling you, man, that's Yahawah. Bahasham Yahawashi talking to you at that point. Trying to correct you, trying to help you, trying to better you. Right? And everything done in the dark shall come to the light. You know, at the end of the day. Alright? Like we saying, brothers you can have hella precepts and still be a wicked ass brother, man. Matthew 5 and 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. Khan. And brother Abaniah was bringing that out last week. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the scriptures say, do not hold a grudge on your brother. Don't hold no hate in your heart towards a brother. Because this right here, hey, you got to forgive those that trespass you. So Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi will forgive you of your trespasses, loosely quoted. So you can't, you know what hate does to you? Yeah, we hate Esau Edom, most definitely. All right, but we do not, we can't sit around and just hate our neighbors. Like, but we hate the spirit. We hate those demons that's on our people, and we distance ourselves. Yeah, that's wisdom. All right, but it's like, I don't shoot. I hate that demon that might be on somebody. Okay, let's perfect example. You might be dealing with a female. You were like her in the beginning. You know, couple months go by. Now you can't stand her ass. Cause like you seeing her for the real demons that she got on her. You seeing how she be acting. You seeing how fucking petty she is, and all of this, right? But you used to love her, right? You used to really want to deal with her, but now you seeing her. So it's like, I can't be around you when you like that, or whatever it is, or this the real you. Then you got a lot of demons on you. I should have saw this, but you didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? So in the kingdom, it's like, man, she gonna be better in the kingdom. Yahawah just set her up to be that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to hold feelings and grudges towards people, because that eventually makes you bitter. You're just gonna have a bitter ass attitude. And then you're going to be, that's America. That's what America means. Bitter. All right? Misery. So it's destroying your insides, right? Hebrews 11:6, Khan, you got to believe in him. Man. All right, but without faith, it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to Yahawah must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So diligently, meaning you got to be circumspect. You got to really go after Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You got to put in hours, right? Study, know what you're talking about, all right? If you know what you're talking about and you're confident in it and you know it's correct, then you're going to be bold. You're going to stand bold as a lion because you properly got that understanding. You're not just out here winging it. You know what I'm saying? First Ezra 4:26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for sakes. Kind. You know? That's Proverbs 31:3. They letting women destroy them. They giving their power over, their strength over to women. And in all manners of the word is doctrines. It's different ways. It's different, like in the scriptures, wine. It's different philosophies. You know? Like the scriptures say, Esau transgressive by the wine. So it's the doctrine. It's the strange women that they're pushing towards the nation. You know? So they're making everybody strange because they're giving them wicked women different doctrines. According to Proverbs 6:23 going down. That strange woman. So just that's something to look out for. To be careful and to be, going back to the word, diligent. You know? Now when you get the truth and you get that doctrine and you get the proper understanding, then you gotta what? You gotta endure in that. You gotta be steadfast and be strong with that. You can't be changing and give your ear over itching and trying to listen to this on the side, trying to listen to this on the side. Nah, man. These other guys, these other camps, they gonna mess you up. They ain't got it. Especially if they not coming in the names. They don't have it. Revelations 11:13. This is what you speaking upon when the chariots... Oh, let's get it. Let's get it. Come up hither. I think that's come up hither. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake was slain of men 7,000, and the remnant was affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. Right? The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh. So we gonna see some stuff. That's, dang, where he going? He gotta let me in the gate eventually. But we gonna see some stuff that's like, it's gonna be terrifying. But we ain't gonna fear because Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, we know. It's like, man, we praying and we putting curses on this nation and we doing all of that for the nukes to come and all of this to come, you know, and we just hoping and hoping and hoping. And when we see it, it's not gonna take the effect away from it. It's still gonna be like, yo, it's still gonna be crazy, you know, to us even, right? And we was praying for it, but it's still gonna be like when you see a volcano erupt, you know what I'm saying? It's powerful. Yahawah, when he speaks through these ways, through nature, through in all this type of stuff, man. Thunder, lightning, snowstorms, tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, earthquakes. The way that he speaks is fearful. It's scary. It's terrible. That's Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So that's why we trying to tell our people to fear him, to fear the Lord, man. All right. Ox said he gonna have Esau fights before the Sabbath. And yeah, we gonna. I believe that too, man. We gonna send Esau around like mandingos. You know, the mandingo fights. Like, yo, I got an Esau that'll beat your Esau ass. Like, yo, word, training them up, man. Got them eating nothing but rice and beans. All right. For real. I believe it, though. It's all gonna be in righteousness, though. And don't think that us beating our slaves is not righteous, right? You could do that. We could whoop their ass, okay? We gonna know. We gonna have that understanding. We gonna know what's wrong, what we can't do. But trust me, up until that point, that border, we gonna do that. If in my mind, I know if I hit him one more time, he'll die, then I'll probably stop. Unless, hey, we gonna have power to bring him back, then I'll beat his ass to death and bring him back. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Act like Esau ain't never did that to us, man. All right? Beat a man near death. All right? Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahawah and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. That's your job. That's your occupation. You know? And Yahawashi told us certain commandments, things to do. So we can't transgress those. We got to do what he said. That's our king. The king gave some orders. Aren't you in his kingdom? You're under his kingdom. You're under his rulership. Right? I'm like, what's going on? It look like people going home. Hey, if people going home, I'm about to slide, man. All right, Matthew 19 and 9. I want to go home. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery. And whosoever marrieth her, which is put away, doeth commit adultery. And this is dealing with mainly Israelite women, okay? Because you're dealing with an Israelite woman, you can't, if you put her away, you are forcing her to commit adultery, because she's supposed to be with you till you perish. Understanding that. Now, concubines, send her ass off. All right? She was never really under the law. You just dealt with her just whatever. Like, you was pleased to deal with her. If you're not pleased to deal with her anymore, then you could just let her go. But Israelite women, it's different because she's of Israel, you know? And we talked about this yesterday, and then I was in this live today, Prince the Israelite dude, and I'm trying to help that brother, right? But he in a little high-minded spirit sometimes, but he basically talking about we can't marry concubines, we can't marry heathen women and shit like that. I'm like, we can't, okay? You know, where we have them as concubines, all right? But, you know, we kind of got to a whatever, but I just let brother go, you know, because he got some of the doctrine, but some of his doctrine is off, all right? And I know other brothers may have heathen women as wives right now. You know, you don't supposed to just don't knock those brothers. All right? Those brothers could be in the truth, and they could have had those women before and whatever. There's nothing wrong with having a heathen woman. All right? Now, we don't supposed to mess with Canaanite women. That's it. But Yahawah likes marriage. He likes bringing people together in that sense. You know what I'm saying? If you please to deal with her, you could deal with that woman, man. All right? What a man do with his maid, yeah. You know? So, man, I think we hit a lot of points. I'm going to probably wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Shalawam to you brothers. Man, is somebody going live tonight? Shoot. Where Yasharahla at? Alright. Y'all see I think they messing with my shit. Like 7 people in here. I ain't getting a lot of traffic. Even on the main page, I ain't getting a lot of traffic lately. It's weird. Maybe I'm going live at the wrong times. But it is what it is. As long as we can edify, man. That's what it's supposed to be. What's that spot where the precepts are posted? Let the precepts speak. Let the precepts speak. You know what I'm saying? Let the precepts speak. That's it. That's the page. And I try to post 3 precepts every single day. Yeah, algorithms or whatever. They just attacking. You know, it's all good. This place about over. You know. Shoot, main events, current events. Trump. They Department of Education. So they trying to basically dismantle it. Which really it should have been dismantled. You know? That shit was started by I believe the Rockefellers. Like in 1925, 1935, around that time period, where the entire nation was told to learn a particular doctrine, right? And that was indoctrination, because everybody's learning the same stuff. Everybody's learning bullshit, basically, because they would only allow you to teach this, only allow you to teach that. That's the Department of Education, right? So when they dismantle that, it's gonna be up to the states, you know. And really, I believe in, like, we homeschool our kids. I believe in homeschooling because, yeah, fuck a Edomite teaching my kids, and fuck them schools, because their kids are not under Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So you going to school with a lot of heathens, and they doing all this bullshit. They doing all of this. Man, I remember growing up, it used to be, you know, trains and stuff going on in the bathrooms and shit like that. Hey, and now, how much worse is it? I know it's worse now, okay? Because these are some little ass monsters. These are some little demons. And I'm talking about in the 6th, 7th, 8th grade, shit like that used to go on. So how much worse now? I believe that. You know, for brothers with kids in schools, hey, make sure you pray for them and teach them the right way, teach them the correct way, because this place out here is going to take them and destroy them, man. Matter of fact, let's get a couple precepts on that. You got to raise a kid up the correct way so that he'll know or she'll know not to be indulgent in this bullshit. Okay? Proverbs 22. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. Foolishness is going to be in the mind of a child. A child is what? From the age that they can run, they just going to be running, doing this, doing that, getting hurt, stumping their toe, whatever it be. All right, getting scraped up, getting, you know, that's what a child does. All right? That's how a child moves. Okay? But the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. The rod of what's the rod of correction? That whoop, man, beating their ass. Okay? That, and then also the laws, commandments, and statutes. Rebuke, reproof. Helping them, correcting them, teaching them the correct way. You know, as we read earlier, in wrath, remember mercy. So hey, it's like you don't just beat their ass the first time. You teach them, you tell them. Maybe not even the second time. You teach them, you tell them. Now the third time, hey, I done told you I done told you 2 times before now. All right, you know, and then that what? That's instilling that fear in them. The type of fear that we got for Yahawah, right? That's what those kids need to have to their parents. They need to fear you. You know, I remember, man, getting suspended off the bus as a kid. I feared my granddaddy. I feared my mama, you know? So I didn't want nobody to know. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to hide it. I'm be like, Granddad, can you take me to school today? And he like, yeah, I'll take you. You know, then we'll go by Biscuitville, get a sandwich or some shit. And then he take me to school, drop me off. And I ask him to do that all week while I'm suspended off the bus. Trying to hide some shit. But then what? They eventually find out. And you eventually get your ass tore up. You know what I'm saying? And that's Ecclesiastes 12 and 14, man. You can't hide nothing from the Lord. You can't hide nothing. You eventually gonna get found out. No matter how hard you trying to hide it, it's eventually gonna come out, you know? So then, what? Over the years, you man up. Be like, I got suspended off the bus. Hey, trust me, it's better to get it right then than to get it after them not knowing and you trying to be hiding and be deceitful, you know? So foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Okay? In Proverbs 22 and 6, let's go there, same chapter. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So if you raise up the kids knowing laws, commandments, and statutes, knowing this is unclean, don't eat this animal, this is clean, all right? The Shabbat is according to the moon standards. It's according to the moon cycles, all right? Keep a beard, no lineups, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? As you try to keep them in that way, they gonna remember and they gonna know. And if they righteous, then they gonna do what they supposed to do. You know, at the end of the day. Now you go to some people, you go to Judah, like Judah's firstborn sons, they was off. All right, they both, the first one, right? He did wickedness in the sight of Yahawah, and Yahawah basically just unalived him. Okay, and then the next one, he didn't want to, produce with the first one's wife, so Yahawah unalived him too. You know, so sometimes you can have, hey, it is what it is. They was deemed for destruction in that situation. So the best you can do is raise up your child in the laws, commandments, and statutes, you know, and just pray for him. Like Job, what did he do? And just pray for him. Like Job, what did he do? He made sacrifices for his kids because he thinking they might do some wickedness towards Yahawah. They might be out here doing this and doing that. So Job went and did sacrifices. That's how you know Job is an Israelite. He's not no fucking Edomite, okay? Because he knew how to keep the law. Esau don't know how to. He was an Israelite. He's not no fucking Edomite, okay? Because he knew how to keep the law. Esau don't know how to keep the law. So Job is an Israelite, man, of the tribe of Issachar, all right? So he did sacrifices for his kids, trying to help them, trying to, go to Yahawah so his kids would be taken care of. Proverbs 13:24, he that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. And it's another scripture, and if you beat the kid not gonna die. Loosely quoting, right? So hey, you beat the kid's not gonna die. Bruh. Oh man. So don't like think about it. Think about it right now. Like you got ass whoopings, we got ass whoopings as kids, right? And we still here. Alright. Ecclesiasticus 3:9. For the blessing of the father establish if the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations. Right, and that's speaking about daggone these single parent households. A woman cannot raise up a proper household, man. Okay? A proper household, man. Okay? It's gonna be some flaws and some problems in that. Alright? At the end of the day, you need a man in the household to set discipline, to set order. Okay? Alright? Hey man, Joel 2:27, bro. We already spoke, bro. Alright? If you coming in here with strife, you come in here with problems, you could just leave, man. Alright? We don't do that over here. It's no debating. You say you with Sakari? Okay, well go to Sakari, bro. Alright? And you spoke against my elders, so you already know what it is about you, dog. So Shalawam. It ain't even no Shalawam. Just get the fuck up out of here. Right? And if you keep talking, you're going to get blocked. We know salvation is only for Israelites. Ain't nobody debating that. Alright? So, anyway, the father, for the blessing of the father establishes the houses of children. Okay? So you need that man in that household to maintain order, to maintain discipline, to keep it going smoothly and properly. The kids are going to fear the father more than they fear the mother. Whenever I did see him, if my mama said, I got to call your daddy, I'm scared, right? And I don't even see him. I never really saw him like that too much growing up. But it's still that fear, because that's my father. That's my daddy, man. That's my dad. So Now, what really makes a boy a man? Okay? The scriptures. The scriptures. The scriptures would teach you not to have this effeminate spirit that this guy got on him right now. To come up here causing strife. To come up here trying to cause disorder and chaos. So, obviously, your leaders in Sakari, they teach you to come up in these lives and do stuff like this. You showing your character, bro. You showing your maturity. You know what I'm saying? And any brother in here that's sincere can see that you off. All right? You trying to fake like we wasn't on live yesterday talking, and you was saying that my elders grape 13-year-old women. Didn't you say that shit? Stand on it. You a bitch, man. Ain't nobody's okay. Nobody's scared of you. The scriptures actually say you're supposed to fear every man if you know the precepts. You don't know shit, man. All right, Leviticus 19:3. Ye shall fear every man, his mother and his father, and keep my... Leviticus 19:3. Ye shall fear every man, his mother and his father, and keep my Shabbos. I am Yahawah, your power. All right? You do not know the scriptures. You do not know the scriptures, man. Not know the scriptures, man. You are off. So just step. You know what I'm saying? So back to it. Where is it at, man? Beat the child, and he shall not die. Right here, Proverbs 23:13. Withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beateth him with the rod, he shall to correct. And what does that do? You think about, man, if you ever had a dog, when they poop or something, you know, you take their nose, you put it in the poop, and then you pop them. And it's training their mind not to do that. Okay? And you do the same thing with like a kid. All right? Whatever they doing, I pop my daughter, bro. She's 18 months. I will pop her and tell her not to do something. Because it's giving them that pain. They registering that pain, and it's going to their mind, and they knowing, if I do this, I'm going to feel pain. Okay? That's the same way that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi chastises us. Okay? And that's the other thing this Joel dude said. He don't believe in Yahawashi. You don't believe that Yahawashi is bringing us salvation. You only believe in Yahawah. That's how we know doctrine off. You don't believe in Paul. You constantly came up and went against Paul. Guys like you, bro, Paul is 10 times, 100 times a man than you ever be. Okay? Believe that. All right? He was willing to give his life up. Got his head chopped off, man, on these fucking Romans. Okay? You ain't about that life, dog. That ain't you. You a clown, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Damn, I'm getting kind of loud. I got to slide, man. I'm about to slide out. Roll my windows up, man. I forgot I was in the fucking parking lot for a minute. I thought I was in the office. Alright. Hey, man. We're gonna wrap it up, man. Alright, with hope. It might be people in their cars listening like, why he yelling at his phone? Alright, verse 14. Thou shalt beat him with the rod and shalt deliver his soul from hell, from that damnation, from darkness. You know, so to correct some, and that going even in correcting a brother, to correct a brother is to try to deliver that brother's soul from the damnation of hell, from that mental, spiritual spot of being low and being in darkness. You know what I'm saying? So correction is needed. All right. Like I told this brother Joel too, and yeah, you about to be the subject, dude. I told you go read Deuteronomy 22nd chapter. You don't understand, all right? Because you looking at things with a Western mindset, with a Western eyeball. But the scriptures say when a woman is past the flower of her age, then she's able to produce children. All right? But that's what you don't understand. Now, you basically saying that the elders say that you can do that. The elders didn't say that because we know what fucking time we are in. We in captivity and the laws is different. But according to the scriptures, that's how it was in the old days. When, like I said, when Abraham messed with Sarah, okay, it was like, what, 20-year age difference. When Isaac messed with Rebecca, it was what, 20-year, probably more than that, age difference. Joseph messed with Mary. Joseph was around 40. Mary was a virgin, meaning that she was a young girl, 14, 15, 16, right? This is in the scriptures. If you are a diligent individual, but you're clearly not a diligent individual, man. All right? You know, these are the old paths. It's not like in the Western world where a woman fucking leaves her house, gets an apartment, and go to college, and got all these niggas busting in her and shit like that. No, that's Western shit. That shit is weird. All right? The old paths would be a man. He finds a woman. He likes that woman. He may see her somewhere, right? And he goes to that woman's father, and he gives that father a dowry. All right, this would be money. All right, possession, something to purchase that daughter. To purchase that daughter from that father, so he can purchase that daughter, because that daughter, a wife is a what? A possession. You see this clown left. I flee when no man pursueth. But that's a whole nother lesson. All right, and that's a lesson to go into. That my elder done broke down, the elders done broke down. It's very easy to understand. These are the old paths. Okay? A woman would be given off like the father. They still do that in the Western world. The father walks the woman down the aisle, he gives her away. That's what they taking from the scriptures. That man giving that woman away. That's what happens. You give that woman away. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, with that being said, I feel like we hit a lot of great points. Okay, so hey, all praises be to Yahawah. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna block that dude too. Get this clown up out of here. He got a woman spirit on him. All right, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us this truth. And Shalawam, 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 Kwam Yasharahla, and the Baba Ball to his wicked kingdom. Shalawam.